11 things girls do if they want you. Psychology tricks. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou. Attraction rarely arrives with a neon sign. It shows up in patterns. When a woman is genuinely drawn to you, you'll notice clusters of small behaviors. The way she orients her body toward you, the playful teasing, the lingering eye contact, the accidental touches that aren't accidental at all. These cues aren't magic. They're readable once you know what to watch for. In this video, we'll unpack the most reliable signals of physical interest and what they actually mean without guesswork or games. From how she positions herself in a group to how her voice and expressions change around you, you'll learn practical tells you can spot in real time. Pay special attention to signs 5 and 6. They're unusually clear indicators that her attraction has moved from casual curiosity to genuine desire, and they'll help you understand where you stand without pushing or prying. Stick with me to the end. You'll walk away with a simple, respectful framework for reading interest and the confidence to respond like a gentleman, not a gambler. 1. Flirtatious touching. When a woman starts finding reasons to touch you, pay attention, because that's no accident. Flirtatious touching is her silent language, one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book. A light graze on your arm, a playful pat on your shoulder, or that innocent brush against your back, those are not random acts of physics. They're deliberate signals from her subconscious, little breadcrumbs of female psychology, leading you straight to the truth. She's into you. That tap on your arm when she laughs at your joke isn't just laughter, it's chemistry dressed as coincidence. When she leans in close, pretending it's just to hear you better, what she's really saying is, I want to be closer. Don't underestimate that moment. That's body language whispering what her words might not dare to say. These gestures are her way of testing comfort, safety, and spark. They're not bold declarations, but quiet confessions. She's gauging your reaction, seeing if you pull away or lean in. Don't be clueless, be aware. That is your cue to read between the touches. Women don't touch men they're not comfortable with, and they don't keep finding ways to make accidental contact unless they're interested. Be smart enough to notice, confident enough to respond, but not desperate enough to overreact. The secret here lies in balance. Don't flinch, don't freeze, and definitely don't assume it means love at first touch. It means attraction, intrigue, and potential. It's the first chapter in the book of How to Fall in Love, written without words, only gestures. This is the moment where she's telling you, I like being around you, and waiting to see if you can handle the signal like a man who understands subtlety. Don't rush to label it. Be patient. That's how you turn curiosity into connection. Remember, in female psychology, touch is trust. She won't do it unless she feels safe, unless you've already created an emotional space that feels good to her. That's where most men fail. They focus on the touch, not the trust. But women, they feel with intent. They don't touch to test, they touch to tell. If she's playfully fixing your collar, brushing a lint off your shirt, or letting her hand linger longer than necessary, don't ignore the message. Be present, be composed, and reciprocate through your energy, not your eagerness. Sometimes the strongest move you can make is not moving too fast. Let her know you see it, that you feel it too, but you're not rushing to ruin it. That calm awareness is powerful. That's confidence. That's attraction handled like a gentleman. So, when you notice those small, flirty touches, remember, they're never just touches. They're silent sparks, tiny invitations to step a little closer into her world. Understand the code, respond with class, and let the chemistry do the talking. Because when it comes to psychology tricks and the mystery of female psychology, a single touch can say everything words never could. 2. Standing close. There's a silent language between men and women, one that doesn't need words, only distance. Or rather, the lack of it. When a woman positions herself close to you, especially face to face, she's saying something without saying it at all. That closeness isn't an accident, it's a sign. It's comfort wrapped in curiosity, interest disguised as casual proximity. Don't ignore it. When she stands near you, shoulder brushing yours, her perfume drifting into your space, it's not random. It's instinct. A woman who likes you wants to feel your masculine energy. She's drawn to it like warmth on a cold day. That's what happens when attraction meets chemistry. Space disappears. A high value man knows how to read that silence. He doesn't step back. He owns the space, calm and grounded. If she sits beside you when she could have sat across, it's deliberate. If she leans in when you talk, even just a few inches, it's her way of saying, I'm here with you. That's not small talk, that's connection. That lean creates an invisible bridge between you two. It pulls her closer into your orbit. Don't break it by retreating or fidgeting. Stay composed. Be the gravity she orbits around. Notice this. When you move slightly closer, does she stay still? Maybe even lean in too? That's mirroring, one of psychology's most subtle tells. It means she's in tune with you, reflecting your rhythm. It's her body saying, I like this energy. When a woman mirrors your posture, your smile, your tone, she's syncing up. You're no longer just two people talking, you're two energies blending. And here's the trick, proximity isn't just about space. It's about trust. A woman won't stand close to a man she doesn't feel safe around. When she chooses to enter your space, it means she feels secure in your presence. That's your cue. Be grounded, be calm, be masculine. A man who radiates quiet confidence doesn't chase, he attracts. That is the essence of masculine energy, steady, composed, magnetic. So the next time she's standing close, don't overthink. Don't rush. Just be there. Hold your posture. Let her feel that she's standing next to a high-value man who knows who he is and doesn't need to fill the silence. You must understand, attraction often whispers before it speaks. And sometimes her silence, her closeness, says everything. 3. Softening voice and tone. When a woman softens her voice around you, pay attention. That's not random. That's psychology in motion, and it's one of the most powerful nonverbal signals of attraction. A softer tone isn't weakness, it's strategy. It's her subconscious way of pulling you into her emotional orbit, lowering the noise of the world so the two of you exist in your own frequency. When her voice turns gentle, smoother, or quieter, that's not just conversation, that's connection. She's saying, without words, I trust you enough to let my guard down. In a world that celebrates loudness, stillness becomes seductive. Remember what Marcus Aurelius taught through Old Stoic wisdom. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When she lowers her voice, her thoughts are already centered on you. This is the essence of reading human behavior through calm observation, the Stoicism win. Don't rush. Don't talk over it. Listen. Let silence do the heavy lifting. You must understand that tone is the unseen thread that binds emotion to intent. When her tone changes, it means she's inviting you into a smaller, more sacred space, one where attention is exclusive and distractions vanish. A man with an iron mind doesn't miss these cues. He notices the subtle shift, the gentle cadence, the soft laughter that only happens when she feels safe. That's where attraction lives, not in words, but in energy. The quieter you become, Lao Tzu once said, the more you are able to hear. Don't chase the noise. Learn to read between the breaths. Because when her tone softens, it's not weakness, it's emotional intelligence at play, a feminine instinct reaching out for masculine awareness. That is your moment to lead with composure, not confusion. Let's face it, modern life is loud. Everyone's shouting to be heard, posting, bragging, competing. But real connection doesn't shout, it whispers. When she softens her tone, it's her way of cutting through the chaos, choosing you in a world full of noise. Don't take it lightly. That's intimacy disguised as conversation. It's attraction wrapped in vulnerability. You must respect that signal. Don't interrupt it with arrogance or distraction. Let it breathe. Respond not just with words, but with presence. Women don't always say, I want you. Sometimes, they simply make the world quieter when you're near. That's your clue. That's the language of attraction understood only by men grounded in Old Stoic wisdom. The Stoic man doesn't react, he recognizes. He doesn't rush, he receives. That's how you win in silence. That's how Stoicism wins in a world addicted to noise. So when you hear her voice soften, remember, that's not coincidence, it's chemistry. That's not small talk, it's signal. That's not weakness, it's warmth. Don't misinterpret softness as submission. It's a calculated opening, an emotional handshake. And in that moment, you must match her energy, calm, steady, unshaken. Confidence is silent, insecurities are loud. Let that truth sink in. Real strength doesn't compete with her softness, it complements it. When she lowers her voice, lower your defenses. When she speaks gently, listen deeply. That's where connection begins, in awareness, patience, and presence. Master that, and you master attraction. You don't chase, you attract. You don't guess, you observe. You don't talk, you understand. That is iron mind discipline. That is Stoicism win in the modern age. Calm power that draws others in without saying a word. If you found this insight valuable, give this video a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more psychology-based attraction tips. Comment to remember, I attract genuine, intimate connections. 4. Licking her lips. Don't underestimate this one, it's small, but it speaks volumes in the language of female psychology. When a woman licks her lips while talking to you, it's not random. No, it's deliberate, even if she doesn't consciously realize it. It's a primal, silent whisper that says, I'm thinking about you. That is, she's signaling attraction, desire, and maybe, just maybe, the thought of what your lips might feel like on hers. Be smart enough to notice it. This is one of those psychology tricks nature built right into human behavior, a subtle yet powerful cue that women use without words. It's her body's way of inviting attention, of drawing your eyes exactly where she wants them, her mouth. And if she's doing this while smiling, laughing, or holding your gaze longer than usual, don't doubt it. She's playing the game of how to fall in love without even mentioning the word. The truth is, female psychology operates on layers. A woman doesn't always tell you she's into you. She shows it through micro-expressions, small gestures that hit deeper than any words ever could. Licking her lips is her subconscious trying to connect. Flirtation meets instinct. Attraction meets timing. You must notice how her body leans in when she does it, how her voice softens, how her eyes dance a little longer. That's not coincidence. That's chemistry quietly unfolding. Don't mistake it for nervousness too quickly. Sure, sometimes it's habit or dryness, but when it happens in rhythm with laughter, eye contact, and that slightly teasing tone, that's not dryness, that's desire. Be aware, be confident, but don't rush. You don't need to act impulsively. Let her curiosity grow. Let her see that you understand her without her saying a word. That's how you turn a spark into something magnetic. Remember, in female psychology, attraction is rarely loud. It's whispered, layered under gestures, glances, and those playful acts that seem innocent but aren't. You see, licking her lips is both an invitation and a test. She's testing to see if you'll notice, if you'll respond like a man who gets it. Don't stare too hard. Don't act desperate. Just smile back, stay calm, and keep your presence strong. That is how to fall in love, slowly, intelligently, with awareness. Because in the world of psychology tricks, confidence is the ultimate magnet. The woman who licks her lips is not only communicating attraction, she's also revealing vulnerability, even if it's just for a second. And that's your moment, your window into connection. Be the kind of man who reads between the lines, who listens to the unspoken. Don't let those subtle signs slip past you, because when a woman is interested, she won't always say it, she'll show it. So when you see her biting or licking her lips as she looks at you, understand it for what it is, a dance of attention, chemistry, and silent invitation. That's the art of attraction wrapped in one tiny movement. Pay attention to it, respect it, and play your part with charm and clarity. In the game of attraction, that single gesture might just be the beginning of something unforgettable. And yes, that's pure female psychology at work. 5. Inviting you into her space. When a woman lets you into her personal space, she's saying something powerful without a single word. This is not just a random act of friendliness. It's her psychology speaking, loud and clear. If she keeps the seat beside her open when others are around, don't ignore it. That empty space? It's a silent invitation. When she shifts her body to face you, leans in slightly, or angles her legs in your direction, it's not coincidence. It's comfort. It's interest. It's attraction. Sometimes she'll make it obvious. She might pat the seat next to her, a playful gesture that says, "Come here." Or she'll slide over to make room, subtly but deliberately. That little movement isn't just physical, it's emotional. She's opening her world to you. You see, inviting you into her space is about trust. It's about allowing you closer to her energy, her rhythm. A woman doesn't do that with just anyone. When she welcomes you in, she's testing your vibe. Will you respect her space? Will you match her tone? Will you carry yourself like a high-value man, calm, confident, and grounded? Don't mistake this for casual behavior. Be aware. Be intentional. When she draws you in, respond with presence. Sit close, but not too close. Maintain your frame. Don't fidget. Don't rush. A masculine energy that's steady and composed will speak louder than words ever could. Because that's what truly attracts women, not chasing, not overcompensating, but owning your space while being invited into hers. The moment you're beside her, she'll feel it. The tension, the charge, the balance between your calm dominance and her quiet curiosity. Remember, this small gesture, an open seat, a turned shoulder, a lingering glance, is one of the oldest forms of courtship. It's the dance of proximity, the art of presence. That is how connection begins, not with grand gestures or clever lines, but with the simple act of being allowed closer. You must honor that moment. Respect it. Feel it. So when she makes space for you, don't just see it, sense it. That's her saying, "I trust you enough to let you in." And when a woman lets you in, physically or emotionally, it's not by accident. It's an invitation. One that only a high-value man with strong masculine energy will truly recognize and appreciate. If you found this insight helpful, hit like, drop a comment, and share it with someone who should know these subtle signals. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful psychology tips. Comment to remember, when she lets you into her space, she's letting you into her world. 6. Head nods and encouraging gestures. When a woman nods while you speak, leans in slightly, and gives you that subtle "really" or "go on," she's not just being polite, she's signaling genuine engagement, genuine interest, and a spark that could mean attraction. Her body language speaks before her words ever do. That nod says, "I'm listening, I value what you're saying, I want more." Pay attention, because these small cues are the secret language of desire. As the Old Stoic wisdom teaches, perception is reality. If you fail to notice, you lose the moment. When she encourages you to keep talking, she's inviting you into her world. That's not an accident. That's intention wrapped in charm. The most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said, Peter Drucker once said, and he was right. A woman who wants you will make you feel heard. She'll respond to your stories as if they matter because to her, you matter. This is her psychology at play, her way of showing emotional investment without declaring it outright. In today's fast-paced world of distractions, the man with an iron mind sees beyond the surface. He reads the nod, the glance, the lean. He recognizes the quiet signal that says, "Keep talking, I'm intrigued." Don't be fooled by words alone. Watch actions, reactions, timing. That's where truth hides. Be alert, be calm, be stoic. Stoicism win is not about emotionless living. It's about emotional mastery. You must train your awareness like a warrior sharpens his blade. Notice the patterns, the pauses, the sparks of interest that others miss. That is how you gain power in connection. Don't rush to impress. Let her come closer by feeling understood. In the Old Stoic wisdom, control is strength. You control your focus, your energy, your interpretation. She nods, you smile subtly, you hold eye contact. You let silence do the heavy lifting. In that silence, attraction builds. Confidence is silent. Insecurities are loud, as a modern truth reminds us. A man with an iron mind knows that less is more, that patience draws more than pressure ever could. When she nods, don't overanalyze, observe, interpret, act with calm certainty. Let your tone, your composure, your clarity speak louder than any pickup line. Women are emotional readers. They sense your state before they hear your words. So embody strength, not strain. She's showing interest. Don't break the spell by second guessing. Stay grounded. That's how Stoicism win works. It's presence over panic, perception over impulse. Remember, women want to feel emotionally safe before they open up romantically. When she shows these encouraging gestures, she's testing that space, seeing if you hold your ground or crumble. Don't flinch. Don't chase. Let her energy meet yours. Old Stoic wisdom teaches that mastery over self is mastery over circumstance. You must master your awareness, your reaction, your energy. That's how you become unforgettable. The nods, the smiles, the go on, they're small victories, signs that your presence commands attention. Seize them with quiet power. Speak less, mean more. Listen deeply. See clearly. The iron mind doesn't just chase connection, it creates it. 7. Flirtatious smiles. Don't underestimate a smile. It's one of the oldest psychology tricks in the book. A woman's smile, when she's genuinely drawn to you, isn't casual or fleeting. It lingers. It glows. It's a spark of warmth that says more than words ever could. In female psychology, a smile is rarely just about being polite. It's a subtle signal, a quiet whisper that says, I see you. That long, playful grin, the one that dances on her lips a second longer than it should, isn't random. It's deliberate. It's how to fall in love in real time without saying a single word. When she smiles and locks eyes with you, pay attention. That's not friendliness. That's chemistry in motion. Her lips curve, her eyes soften, and you feel the room get a little smaller. That's attraction, unspoken but electric. Be smart enough to read it. Don't brush it off as coincidence. A quick, polite smile fades fast, but a flirtatious one lingers like a melody that won't leave your head. You must see the difference. One is manners, the other is magnetism. And when she pairs that smile with a light laugh, it's her way of testing your reaction, of inviting you to engage. In the language of female psychology, that small laugh is a bridge. It's her reaching out, hoping you'll meet her halfway. That's when you respond. Be confident. Hold her gaze. Mirror that warmth back. Because in moments like this, how to fall in love isn't about grand gestures, it's about subtle exchanges, tiny moments charged with intent. Don't overthink it, but don't ignore it either. Every extended smile, every flicker in her eyes, is a clue wrapped in charm. It's one of those timeless psychology tricks women use without even realizing how powerful it is. That is what makes it so irresistible. It feels natural, effortless, and yet it pulls you in. When she smiles at you that way, she's not just being nice. She's revealing interest wrapped in mystery. So, when you catch that extra second of eye contact and that teasing grin that lingers longer than necessary, know this: she's inviting you to step into her energy. Be bold enough to accept the invitation. Her smile isn't just a curve of her lips, it's the door to connection, curiosity, and maybe even desire. Understanding this small but mighty gesture is how you master female psychology, how you recognize the dance beneath the surface, and how to fall in love without ever hearing the words. Don't miss the message hidden behind that radiant expression. A flirtatious smile is never just a smile. It's the beginning of a story waiting for you to notice. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us. Or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. 8. Showing enthusiasm. When a girl is truly interested, her energy doesn't whisper, it shouts. You'll see it before you hear it. Her face lights up like someone just turned on the sun. Her laughter comes easily, her eyes sparkle, and every word she says carries a certain rhythm, one that syncs with yours. She's not pretending. She's not forcing it. It's genuine enthusiasm. That's the magic. A woman who wants you will make you feel like you're the most interesting man in the room, even if you're just talking about your favorite burger joint or the new project you're working on. She'll ask questions, not because she has to, but because she wants to know you. She's studying your tone, your gestures, the way you think. And if she suggests fun things to do together, don't underestimate that. It's not just hanging out. It's her way of saying, I enjoy you. I want to be where you are. Now, here's the part most men overlook. Enthusiasm doesn't lie. You can't fake that twinkle in her eyes. A woman might play hard to get, but excitement? That slips through the cracks. When she lights up as soon as she sees you, that's her inner world reacting to your masculine energy. Don't second guess it. Don't talk yourself out of it. That is attraction in motion. But here's the twist: her enthusiasm is often a mirror. When you embody the calm confidence of a high value man, she feels safe to express her joy around you. She senses your grounded masculine energy and reflects it back with warmth, laughter, and curiosity. So don't be passive. Don't just sit there trying to decode every smile. Be present. Be aware. If you notice her laughing at your smallest jokes or leaning in during conversation, that's not coincidence. That's communication without words. It's psychology, subtle but powerful. A woman's body language tells the truth her mouth might not yet say. There's a story about a man who never realized the girl at his coffee shop was flirting with him. Every morning, she greeted him with a glowing smile, remembered his order, asked about his weekend. He thought she was just being friendly. Weeks later, when he finally asked her out, she laughed and said, "I was wondering how long it would take you." Lesson? Don't ignore enthusiasm. It's often the first signal that a woman sees you as more than a friend. Be the kind of man who knows how to respond. Don't dismiss her excitement. Don't play it too cool. Instead, meet her energy with poise. When you recognize genuine enthusiasm, lean into it with quiet confidence. That's how a high-value man builds connection, by being attentive without chasing, confident without arrogance. Remember, attraction is not about doing tricks. It's about being magnetic. When you bring your masculine energy into every interaction, steady, warm, and sure of yourself, you naturally attract women who can't help but light up around you. So the next time you see that spark in her eyes, don't doubt it. Smile back. Engage. Invite her in. Because that glow isn't random. It's her way of saying, "You have my attention." And that, my friend, is where everything begins. 9. Curious attraction. Curious attraction is the subtle spark that ignites when genuine interest meets emotional connection. It's not random. It's not politeness. It's intent, disguised as curiosity. When a woman leans in, asks about your passions, your past, your quirks, she's doing far more than making small talk. She's testing depth. She wants to see what's beneath the armor, you're when the world isn't watching. That curiosity, my friend, is not a game, it's instinct. The soul, like the body, accepts by practice what it must do by habit, said Marcus Aurelius, reminding us that attention is an act of investment. When she remembers your favorite book or the story you told weeks ago, she's investing in knowing you. That's not coincidence, that's deliberate. You must recognize it. Don't dismiss it. The modern man, grounded in Old Stoic wisdom, sees beyond the surface. He knows that curiosity is a bridge built slowly, brick by brick, through sincere engagement. She doesn't lean closer because she's bored. She does it because she's drawn in. That's your cue. Stay composed. Let your iron mind stay cool under her warmth. Let her curiosity meet your calm. Don't rush. Don't boast. Simply exist with confidence. Let her explore the mystery without giving everything away at once. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. React with presence, not performance. In today's world, where attention is fleeting and authenticity is rare, her curiosity is gold. Most people scroll past lives like posts on a feed, but when she stops to ask about your day, your story, your goals, that's not ordinary. That's a signal. Don't be blind to it. Don't chase validation, command respect. That's how you apply Stoicism to win. Old Stoic wisdom isn't about indifference. It's about discipline of emotion, about mastering the urge to impress. You must remember, curiosity is attraction in motion. It's how connection begins, one thoughtful question at a time. So when she's curious, match it, not with desperation, but with depth. Share, but don't overshare. Engage, but don't perform. Let your words have weight. Let silence speak when it must. The man who can hold his ground while being observed commands far more power than the man who scrambles to please. That is the essence of the iron mind. Modern life rewards noise, but Stoicism wins in silence. Don't be swayed by the flattery of attention. Instead, measure it. When she seeks to know you, know yourself first. That's the true victory. Because curiosity is not just about her, it's about your readiness to be seen. Be that man who embodies strength without showing off, who listens more than he speaks, who attracts by presence, not performance. Remember, curiosity is the first whisper of attraction. When she shows it, hold your frame, master your mind, and respond with calm certainty. Let your old Stoic wisdom guide you. Let Stoicism win. Let your iron mind prevail. If she's asking questions, leaning closer, remembering the little things you say, that's not coincidence. That's curious attraction. She's trying to connect beyond the surface. Comment below, I attract genuine curiosity, not confusion. 10. Tilting her head. When a woman tilts her head while talking to you, pay attention, because that simple move speaks volumes in the language of female psychology. It's not just a random gesture. It's her subconscious telling you, I'm listening, I'm comfortable, I like where this is going. This is one of those powerful psychology tricks you must recognize if you want to understand how to fall in love, or how she's subtly showing interest without saying a word. When she exposes her neck, she's showing a part of herself that's naturally vulnerable, signaling trust and comfort in your presence. That's not an accident. It's a delicate, instinctive display that dates back to ancient cues of connection and attraction. So, don't overlook it. Be alert. Be present. Because that tilt isn't just cute, it's communication. Notice how it often comes with a soft smile or steady eye contact. That's her way of saying, I'm engaged. I want to know more about you. When she leans in, her voice softens and her head tilts slightly. She's inviting you into her space, emotionally and physically. In female psychology, this is a green light moment. It's warmth disguised as curiosity. Don't mistake it for politeness. It's often interest wrapped in grace. You must understand, women rarely express desire in direct terms. Instead, they weave it through gestures, tone, and posture. The head tilt is one of their most charming tools, subtle, sweet, but incredibly telling. When she pairs that tilt with laughter or brushes her hair back, she's creating rhythm in the conversation, building chemistry without forcing it. That's the magic of psychology tricks at play, an unspoken dance between comfort and curiosity. Don't interrupt it. Instead, match her energy. Lean slightly closer, keep your tone relaxed, mirror her vibe. That's how to fall in love begins, through moments that seem ordinary but are charged with meaning. The head tilt says, I see you. I feel safe with you. And when a woman feels safe, her true personality starts to shine. Be smart enough to recognize it and confident enough to respond naturally. Don't be stiff. Don't analyze too much. Just flow with the moment. That is how connection deepens, by being fully aware of what her body language is whispering. So next time you're talking and she tilts her head with that spark in her eyes, know that it's not just casual interest. It's a window into her heart, a quiet sign that she's letting you in. Learn to read these signals, because understanding female psychology isn't about manipulation, it's about awareness. And awareness, my friend, is the bridge between confusion and connection. 11. Nervous gestures. Don't ignore the little things. Because when it comes to attraction, the small things speak volumes. When a woman feels that spark, when she's drawn to a man's masculine energy, her body gives her away long before her words do. She might brush her hair behind her ear, smooth the edge of her blouse, or fiddle with her jewelry as if it suddenly needs rearranging. To the untrained eye, it's nothing. But to the man who knows how to read between the lines, these are fireworks disguised as fidgets. That's right, those nervous gestures aren't signs of discomfort. They're signs of excitement. She's not bored, she's charged. Her body is whispering, I care how I look right now. She wants to appear composed, yet she can't help betraying that little tremor of interest. It's Nietzsche's way of saying, you've got her attention. Be the kind of high-value man who notices these subtleties. Because a woman's nervous energy isn't random, it's a mirror of your presence. When you radiate confidence, calmness, and purpose, she feels it. She might not even understand why her pulse quickens or why she laughs more softly than usual. That's the power of masculine energy. It creates a quiet tension that draws her in without a single word. Picture this. She's sitting across from you, twirling her hair as you talk. Every few minutes, she adjusts her necklace. Her voice drops just a little lower. Her laughter comes a little quicker. You think she's just restless. She's not. Her subconscious is working overtime, trying to impress you without even realizing it. And here's the truth most men miss. Women don't do this for just anyone. They do it when they want you to notice them, when they want to connect, when they sense something magnetic in your composure. So don't second guess it. Don't overthink it. And definitely don't make the mistake of misreading her body language as nervous rejection. Instead, be grounded. Be still. Be aware. That's how a high-value man operates. He doesn't chase approval, he invites it through his presence. He recognizes that her fidgeting isn't awkwardness, it's instinct. It's the universe nudging her closer. You must understand, attraction often hides behind uncertainty. The more she likes you, the more her body betrays her calm. That's the beautiful irony of human psychology. Our desire makes us vulnerable, exposed, human. So, when you see those small, nervous gestures, smile inside. Don't point them out. Don't tease. Just let her feel safe. Let her settle into your masculine energy. Because that's when she truly relaxes, when she realizes she doesn't have to perform for your attention. You already see her. And that, my friend, is the secret to how you attract women effortlessly, not by trying too hard, but by simply being the man whose energy makes her heart skip a beat. So remember, women don't always say exactly what they're feeling, but their actions usually tell the real story. The trick is to notice the little things, the glances, the small changes in tone, or the effort they put into being around you. Once you understand these signals, you'll see them everywhere. Hey, thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand a bit more about how attraction works, make sure to pay attention to those small details next time. They often reveal more than words ever could. My advice? Don't overthink it. Just stay confident, be genuine, and let the connection grow naturally. You'll be surprised how much easier it is to read people when you're calm and authentic. See you in the next one. Take care and stay sharp.